Hi, how are you today? I wanted to start off by saying thank you to someone who sent me a book. Natalie. I got a nice letter from Natalie today. I loved your book, by the way, and I love this picture. It's really sweet and it's going to brighten up my kitchen. And what I really love about it is that it's so colorful. And it reminded me of our color poems that we talked about last time. Last time I showed you how you can make swatches of lots of your favorite different colors and put them on a page and write labels for them. And I finished my page and I wrote a poem for it, and I decided I need to make a poetry journal. So I took some pieces of paper and I poked 2 holes in the top of them, and then I put on the cover, I traced a hand and I decorated the inside and then painted it and added a picture around the outside. Then I put a ribbon through the 2 holes and tied it around 2 pieces of willow, pussy willow, with all the little pussyfoots knocked off. So you just have a little willow branch to tie to keep your book together. And then I wrote my first color poem looking at one of the colors. I looked at the color orange, and I had written for the different oranges, poppy petal, basketball, pumpkin, tangerine, cantaloupe. And I was thinking about all the things that are orange that make me happy. And so I wrote this poem, Orange is Happy. Orange looks like the sun going down. Orange feels like poppy petals. Orange sounds like the meow from a marmalade cat. Did you know that they call orange and white striped cats marmalade cats? I think that's a great, great way to use words. Orange tastes like a popsicle. Orange smells like tangerine candy. Orange is a smile on a jack-o'-lantern. I love orange. So that's my first poem in my poem journal. You can make your own poem journal to put all your poems in. Now, I messed up the first time I wrote my poem. And so I have to recycle a piece of paper. But it's okay because it was my draft, and I always go back after I draft a good poem or a mediocre poem, and I try to make it better. And lots of times I have somebody look at it so that I can edit it. And editing is what makes anything that you do even shinier than when you first wrote it. The other thing that we talked about is having a collection of favorite words. And so I wanted to show you this tiny little book that you can make today. I used a piece of colored paper to make my tiny book, and look what happens when you open it up. Feather is my first word. I love that word. I can write another word on the other side, and then you keep going. Picnic, squall. I think squall is a fabulous word. And then look, it opens this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then this way, and this way, and this way. And what I like about it is that then later you can put your favorite words together. Like I wrote cacophony and I wrote rhododendron, but maybe seeing the 2 of them together like that, I might put those words together. And I also like the word calliope, but I have to look it up in the dictionary so I spell it right. So I might put calliope, cacophony, and then something with rhododendron. Ooh. And that might be the beginning of a poem. Let me show you how to make this little book. You take a regular piece of paper and you fold it in half this way, and then you fold it in half again this way, and then fold it in half this way. And folding is kind of tricky if you haven't done it a lot. I've done it a lot because I sew. But all you have to do when you fold is match up your corners and then really crease it. Make creases by squeezing it and pulling it. And then one more time. If you use a rectangular piece of paper, you'll get a rectangular little book. If you use a square piece of paper, you'll get a little square book. So I have a rectangle. Then you unfold it, and then there's a very special way to cut it. So watch very carefully. So here it is. I have it mapped out. I'm going to cut it as if I was walking on a trail. I'm going to go up 1, up 2, up 3, then over 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to stop there and go down, which is now over because I turned my paper, over 2. I keep leaving one left over, see? Don't cut through. So now, see how many I have left? 2, so I can only cut over 1. And then down this way, 1, and leave that one. Leave that one. And then you can fold it back that way, and that way, that way, and backwards, and over, and then backwards, and over, and backwards. The folding is tricky, so get a grown-up to help you, and tell your grown-up, Miss Levitt said, it's called accordion folding. Does that make sense? And then you can decorate the outside and write on the inside all your favorite words. And it comes apart and it folds back together. So here it is, backwards, then backwards, up, down, over that way, back that way, down. So the thing to remember is when you're folding, you just never wrap around it. You always go opposite the way you would go if you were going to wrap around it. Okay? And that's how you make the little book. When I made mine, I put a sticker on the front, and then I also kind of love to wrap a little string around it because it just makes it look secure, like a little package. Isn't that sweet? Ta-ding! It's time to write. I hope you have fun. And don't forget, you can also make your little book with staples and tape. I'll talk to you later.